Today, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas.
Set for football now at AT&T Stadium. Brandon Aubrey has the honors, and we are underway here in Arlington. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Smith going to go to the air first play. Eluding the pressure right. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now Geno. He completes this to Walker. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Walker with another carry. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
They'll try the air now with Smith. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's Walker. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. Walker will score. Touchdown, Seattle. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
2nd down, Prescott. He'll get this to his running back, Dowdle. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. This now a 3rd and 4. Prescott to throw it. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep is Jalen Darden. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Walker. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Yeah, this pass broken up. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. 2nd down and 4. Prescott now. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down. Looking to throw, Prescott. Finding Tolbert here over the middle. Touchdown, Cowboys! Jalen Tolbert, 43 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from evening this one up. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Now it's Smith. Flushed out right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 24 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Escaping the pressure right. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Throwing is Smith. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Walker. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This is 2nd and 8. The shotgun snap for Smith. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to get this complete here to Lockett. Touchdown, Seahawks. Tyler Lockett, 31 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a Tyler Lockett touchdown. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On play action, Prescott going for the deep ball. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. And just inside of a minute left, Charles, they got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On first down, it's Smith. Flushed out right. And Walker has it. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now a 2nd and 2. Smith now to throw. On the slant, here's Smith and Jigba. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now Geno on first down. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Smith and Jigba with a grab. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 25-yard line. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. Myers' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
First down, Prescott. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. On the run, it's Dowdle. Stays on his feet. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. They run again with Dowdle. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. From the 33, here's 2nd and 4. Play action now, Prescott. He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Prescott. Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down. Prescott now, option right. And fights through one man. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Prescott. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. A running play, it's Dowdle. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Dak's going to keep it. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Smith on 1st down, escaping the pressure right. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
On 1st and 10, Smith. And complete to Smith and Jigba. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. Geno now to throw. Flush to his right. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 21. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Walker now on 1st and 10. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing now is Geno. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. Touchdown. Jackson Smith and Jigba. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Now Myers for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it was capped off by a Jackson Smith and Jigba touchdown catch. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And able to get this out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. They run here with Dowdle. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd down and 9. Now Prescott. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. And they'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Play fake. Here's Prescott. That is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Prescott yet again. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 15-yard line. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Here comes 2nd down. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. To throw, Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Trey Brown. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, a field goal Cowboys probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game, but give credit.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Smith going to throw it. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Smith now to throw. Flushed out right. He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. A great play there with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Meanwhile, Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7. Throwing, Prescott. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. So the victory here for Seattle. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took